Hey guys, this is the Witch portion of a review of what we talked about in our staff seminar. So we're just going to go over the super armor rotations, the pre-buffing, add-ons, it's stuff like that. Very simple and basic things. That's not meant to be an advanced guide or go into a whole lot of detail. I just want you guys to not get CC'd and to stay alive. That's the main deal here. Remember, you are the front line. That being said, when you're asked to TP in, I want you guys just to kiss the front line here. You don't need to go too deep, and that won't prepare you when you want to use frontal guard skills. I want you to just be on kind of the outside of the ball, but almost within kissing distance. Okay, so pretty close there. For pre-buffing, when Blargo's talking about to push up, make sure you cast speed spell here. Then cast Spellbound Heart. This will give you some mana for a mana shield, because mana shield, although it protects you, does drain your mana. So that's why you want Spellbound Heart. And then, of course, we want to look at E-buff and popping that. As you can see towards the bottom there, it says to self and friends. So some of the buffs that you get also apply to your homies, not just you. So we pop that. Our super armor rotation is pretty easy. It's double TP. We're going to Voltaic and to Thunderstorm. Then we use Frigid Fog. And then we use our pet summon, and we're going to Voltaic again, or we can TP out. Okay, so that keeps us 100% protected. All of that is super armor. So to review kind of the skills we used there, we used Voltaic Pulse, we used Thunderstorm, and then in Non-Awaken, I hotkeyed Absolute Frigid Fog. And then over here, we have the pet summon, and I hotkeyed that. Pet summon takes me from Non-Awaken to Awaken in super armor, so it keeps me 100% protected, so I can keep on going. Now, if you need to go from Awaken to Non-Awaken, for instance, if you are PA 2 or 3, so you need to go to Non-Awaken. Otherwise, if you just swap, you're going to get CC'd. The key is to, obviously, if you do Voltaic, then you can do Frigid Fog to put you in Non-Awaken, and then you PA. Then you do your pet summon, and then you can go back to Thunderstorm, and then Voltaic, and then we either TP forward or back, whatever you need to do there. Okay, so that keeps you 100% protected. Remember that if an iframing class does jump into the ball, to not just double TP away. This kind of leaves you very far from your friends. You can be easily singled out by not only the person who jumped in there, but anyone else that might be flanking as well. Stay in the ball, cast Frigid Fog, then go into Earthquake. Sorry, I forgot what the skill was called at first. Each tick of Earthquake is a stiffen. So the odds chances are you'll catch that Sork or Ninja or Kuno, that's jumping in. Especially if all of you are doing that, you'll definitely be able to catch them and then easily kill them once they're CC'd. These are the add-ons I'm currently doing because we use Earthquake and Frigid Fog the most in a Node War. Yoke Overdeal is a fantastic skill, but I don't want you guys using this yet until you're comfortable on your positioning and situation awareness, because it is a frontal guard, and I want to make sure you guys are staying 100% protected, so we're just going to focus on the super armor rotation for now. Meteor Shower is a great skill to use before we engage as poke damage, or even when we're trying to do damage to the fort. Okay, this is a frontal guard, but as the meteor comes down, it is super armor and will keep you protected. Remember that your block also gives you little buffs here, okay, and it does go away after a few seconds, but it is stationary. So as being a frontline class, your block is very handy, and you can just keep pressing it, so that way you're just always protected, and you pretty much just spam that shit. If you have any questions, ask in the Discord channel, or which channel, or you can just PM me if you're embarrassed or you just don't want to ask in front of a bunch of people. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Hit me up, and you guys have a good night. Peace out. Also remember, the BSR skill you want to use is going to be Thunderstorm. Don't worry about the other things. Thunderstorm has fantastic CC, range, and damage. It's 50%, so I know that can be kind of a lot, but you should be using a majority of the engages. It's not that hard to cast, and it's very beneficial not just to you for fragging, but also getting massive CCs for the guild as you push in. So always use BSR Thunderstorm when on cooldown, or when you have the BSR rather.